What is a brother?
A brother is a brother
Forged and sharp.
who supports you,
reliable,
full trust.
They'll protect you.
hold me accountable,
A friend.
could hear your pain through your sound.
and there to pick you up without judgment.
So brotherhood to me is a journey and not a destination.
Welcome to Brother Empowerment.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's Thursday, so you know what that means.
It's Brother Empowerment Day, you beautiful people.
So if you new to Brother Empowerment, first of all, where have you been?
We're 3 seasons in now.
Right, and we missed you and you missed this. You missed this great conversation, but no, Brother Empowerment is a show designed to help our brothers and their families to break through without breaking. This is not one of those bashing shows, but this is an opportunity to engage in a healthy dialogue and hope that something that is discussed will positively affect our brothers or those that they're connected to.
Yeah.
Before we get into our special guest, bro, how was your week?
Yo, so take a break from sharing right now. So my week has actually been pretty dope, man. So this past weekend was my mom's promotion ceremony. She is in the Navy. She's been in the Navy for longer than I've been alive. She's been in the Navy for 37. She's been in the Navy for 37 years. She's a lifer. So she just got promoted. She got promoted to captain. She picked up that rank. So she had the promotion ceremony in Briar Creek at the Embassy Suites Hotel, and it was amazing. A lot of her friends, trusted colleagues, people that have been instrumental in her career, you know, a lot of them showed up. Some people didn't show up because of various reasons, but a lot of the most important people did, and it was a great ceremony. It was just a lot of love in the building, a lot of joy, and it was just dope. So that really I've been on a high from that for the past couple of days, really, and just and that's leading me into this week, this is my other high for the week is Brother Empowerment. Taking a couple of days off from work to get recalibrated and take time to myself. So I really, outside of working, man, this week has been really just joyful, bro. Like it's been a good week, man. How about you?
I hate that I missed because I wanted to be in attendance, but I did watch it on the little live.
Yep.
I went back and forth because your mom had one and you had one.
Yeah.
I want to say Taylor had one too.
Taylor was going live from my mom's phone.
Okay, so that's who it was. Because I'm like, I think I see her nail.
Yeah.
Then I saw your head and I was like, well, I know what Cordell is. It felt like I was there. I was talking back and forth, but I'm actually proud of your mom for all of the great things that she got going on, and she deserved it. But I'm trying to figure out, like, if your mom been in for 37 years and she's only 28, how's that possible?
She joined right as she joined. She did the delay entry program at 17 and joined when she was 18.
So she joined when she was in your grandmama's uterus, is basically what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, not long after, man. She's been in the Navy literally like forever. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but your mom's only 28, so I don't know how that's forever.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
you older than your mama. You about to say, yeah.
So you have Uncle Marcus, then yes, I am adopted.
Right.
Quote Uncle Marcus, I'm from everywhere but my mom. So
who are the indigenous people of Guam? Never mind. We'll talk about that later. I'm like, is that Hispanic or Asian?
No, they are
Pacific Islanders, right?
They're Pacific Islanders.
Okay.
But they were colonized by the Spanish as well for a while, also by the Japanese for a while. So
they're like the Philippines, basically.
Yeah, and there's a large Filipino population in Guam, and their culture has they have Hispanic or Spanish culture and Filipino culture infused into their own indigenous culture. It's really wild because they've been colonized a couple times.
I love how you know like the history of your people.
And that's not mine.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
See how you trying to play me, bro?
He was on the road too.
Yeah, he felt it. He was like, let me tell you about my people.
No, because they'll tell you because they're really serious about their own culture because since they have been colonized, they're now pretty much independent outside the military presence. They really cling to their culture. Like, no, I mean, they have there's a military presence there. They're a territory. So that's why I say aside from, because they are a territory. But they'll tell you, you can be random people anywhere and they'll start telling you about the culture and they call it tomorrow. That's what they're, they'll say the tomorrow people. A lot of people know about the culture, so they'll start telling you random stuff. So you can't help but memorize it because people just tell you all the time at random places at random times.
I'm just saying how excited you got, bro. You about jumping out your seat talking about this. I'm not mad at you for your people.
You know what?
I'm just saying they're amazing. Look how happy you got. Am I lying, Danny? Did you see how happy he was excited?
Yeah, he was.
I was already happy.
Okay.
We have a special guest in the building.
He ain't no guest no more.
Oh yeah, he's been here once already, so his guest pass is revoked. But we do have a special brother in the building, Danny Diesel. Tell the people you are, who you is, who you be.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Diesel. Second time around. I'm a brother. I'm a friend. I'm a father. I'm all of the above, man. Community activist. I'm a part of Established Gen nonprofit. I'm a photographer, videographer.
Yes, sir. Good one at that. Great one.
Yeah.
Don't invite people to stuff at that.
We got an Established Gen brunch coming up soon, man. I'm gonna give y'all the detail. I'm gonna even pay for y'all ticket, man, so y'all can come. Oh. So we can have a good time. Let's do it.
That was a
fact.
I love all expense paid. Look, I'm going with all expense paid. He's getting a ticket. Yeah. All expense paid trip to Colombia.
I got you, man. And I even throw in a photo shoot, man. I'll shoot some pictures for y'all, man. Let's do it.
Let me hurry up and work on this skinny.
Hey. Go buy some new clothes.
but you also you preach the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You teach. You got multiple businesses that you have going on.
Multiple. Yeah. Mentor.
Yep.
Yeah. I got like 22 mentees between DJJ and my church.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been moving, man. I'm excited, man.
And also, guys, if you don't remember when we had Aaliyah and Todd on, the Simons on, they're the ones who connected us to Danny. And
yes.
We all just became friends. Like, that's what it's about. And I'm glad to have you on because, Danny, you were like dropping a lot of knowledge. And the last season you were on, we would get random topics from the viewers. Well, this season, we started with doing quotes. And we just get random quotes and just share our thoughts on the quotes, which has really opened up in some incredible conversations. But before we get started, bro, you want to talk all of our guests we have on?
Yeah, so let's see who we got first and foremost. We got Big Sis in the building, K Tara.
Hey, Tara.
We got Sean from YouTube Land. What's going on, Sean, man? We got Kevin Tisdale in the building. What's up, Kevin, man?
Hey there.
And let's see who else we got. Jessica Brown. Hey, Jessica.
Hey.
We got
Jessica.
So we got the best podcast. Hey, thank you. We
appreciate Thank you.
It. And that picture is fly too. Look,
it is, and it got a little stars.
It's an album cover. And we got Marcella in the building.
That's my sorrow.
Hey, what's up, Marcella? Hey, can I be myself today?
Yeah,
yeah. So
you gonna go to the comments?
Yeah. So but Kevin said, "What's up?" Sean said, "Evening, brothers." I'm not sure what Sean was saying. Wow,
about your mama.
Okay, yeah.
And you wouldn't catch it. 37 years is like wow.
I didn't even see that till then.
Okay. I'm just telling you what he said.
Oh, okay.
I'm connecting.
I appreciate you, bro. And Kevin said, "Glad to support you." Oh, he's talking a thing. Sean said, "I joined the Marines at 17, got a waiver my folks had to sign, and left after I graduated high school. You can start a military career young. You sure can, because that's
I sure did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 17. They gave me $20,000 signing bonus. I said, man, I'll sign twice.
They told me I was too fat.
What?
Okay. They're like, you got to lose 50 pounds. If I was 6 feet, this is why I've been telling people I'm 5'11" and 1/4. If I was 6 feet, I wouldn't have had to lose 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But because I was 5 and 1/4, I had to lose 50 pounds. If I was 6 feet, I only had to luse it was like 15 or 20. It wasn't even the whole. I was like,
wow.
And they said you got a good neck too. So that saved me, I guess.
How much again, Danny?
I did 11 years, man. I got out 2018.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Okay.
Well, thank you for the time that you served,
definitely.
man.
Thank you for your service, man.
No problem.
Jessica said, "Bro, Tato is all the things." Yeah, yeah. Then 29,000 jobs. Let's see. I love feminine black men being comfortable.
She said, "I'm nervous." What?
Yeah, I was
my
like,
hands ain't even, my palms ain't even sweaty.
I didn't get nervous, but you know. So
it's all good, Janet.
Marcel said, "Y'all already know customs part of my facts." Hey, I like it, and I might go ahead and swipe that. I like that a lot. I like that, but that surely is you.
That's hilarious.
But you did not tell a lie.
She's like, I tried.
You got Christina in the building. Hey, Christina.
Hey,
what's going
Christina.
on? All right, that's everybody. Oh, everybody, if we missed you, please, and you're watching, please throw us a comment in the comment section. You know we like interacting with the people, so
That's all you had
for that.
I thought you was about to make a whole big old introduction.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, one of these quotes I like so much from last week. I want to talk about it this week, and I want to get what Danny has to say about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I ain't gonna say too much because I think I said a lot last week, but I marinated on that thing all week thinking about it. You ready?
Mm-hmm. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. John A. Shedd, author and professor. What you got, Diesel?
Sean said he's
That's
still
good.
Me too. We're gonna be thieves together.
Okay, so I think about just reading that. I think about balance. Like I think a lot of times people believe balance is being stationary and maintaining two things all at once. But I think balance is essentially what he's saying, like a ship balances on the water to go to a destination. So I think a lot of time that's what I got from that. Is essentially like balancing life, everything, like you're moving towards a destination. But if you try to balance life and stay in the same spot, it's basically counterproductive. You're on the right track, but the wrong train. So that's what I kind of.
Yeah.
That's deep though. That's crazy.
See, look, I knew it was gonna happen because that same thing happened to us. Like, hold on. Yeah.
That one had us stuck.
Sean said you can have courage or comfort. You get to choose, but you don't get both.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'll say that for me, it resonated with me because I felt like I did too many things safe, and it hasn't worked in my favor. Like, like they teach you, even when I was in school, they were like, if you do this, this will yield this type of result. And to be honest, everything that I did that was good or everything that I did that was how it was supposed to be did not yield the results that I was looking for. Yeah. In fact, it did yield a lot of disappointment. It was the times where I took the risk. Like literally creating Dwayne Garnett was a whole risk because the guy that I was before was not getting doors open, was none of those things. And I think that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you got to get out there and do what you was created to do. Like you can be the greatest teacher, but if you don't have any students, how are you teaching?
Right.
You're the greatest speaker, but if you don't ever leave your house and speak, how will people ever hear you?
Yep.
And I think that some of us are extremely gifted, and we're safe in our gift, and we don't activate our gift like we should.
Yeah, I literally just was thinking about the story of the talents. That's what it made me thought of again while I was pondering with the guy that had the one talent that buried his. And I think a lot of times that's what we do. We play it safe and bury our talents when in fact our talents is supposed to bring us talents. And I think we have a lot of times making that adjustment. So we do play it safe. And then when the king comes, he takes it. And because we didn't double, what we had.
Yeah.
So safety really brings you nothing.
Well, it's hard for you to live. I mean, even when people start to talk about, well, I'm living on faith or whatever, but faith is nothing but a big old risk. Faith ain't nothing but saying, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen in my favor. So jump out there, you know. And a lot of people don't realize that it is faith. Sometimes is jumping off the ledge without a parachute. You just know you're gonna land. And I think that a lot of us are afraid to take that. And I that's one thing that I regret more than anything. I've thought about that a lot, especially when I approach 40, and even well in my 40s now. It's like I just was too safe. Mm-hmm. And so that's one of the things that I encourage people to do, whoever I talk to. If your instinct is urging you to do something, listen to that. That is your natural gift. Your instinct is your natural gift, and it's been dead and stagnant for so long because people have been telling you not to trust that. Yep. But that's the thing that's keeping you up at night. Mm-hmm. It's so connected to your purpose. It's the one that's telling you, like, go this way instead of going that way. And we always talk about something told us. But when we going to
right. It's too late after stuff is already happening.
Yeah. So Marcella says she
I want to take
right track, wrong train. Jessica Brown said 100. And then Marcella said, let's be honest, people don't nurture authenticity. Now, what you was about to say, bro?
I was about to say, I think a lot of times because people like being in control, that affects a lot of times us walking out on faith. Yeah. And I think a lot of times people would choose disappointment because they can guess it or they know it's going to happen versus, you know what I mean, taking that step out and, you know what I mean? I think that's why a lot of people stay in relationships that are messed up because they know at least I can control it. I know he's going to come in at 4 a.m. drunk, you know what I mean? To where instead of leaving and stepping out on faith and trying something new. And I think that's what really like hinders us a lot of times, wanting to have that control factor.
And you are telling the truth on all of that because a lot of us don't realize we attract the same type of people from a romantic perspective and a platonic perspective. It's like I know some people who won't admit it, but they attract people that need them. And so they get into these relationships where they have this needy mate, but then they also have, you know, external relationships where it's like they mama need them, they brothers and sisters need them, they friends just like need them, and they like this big thing, and then they talk about they're drained, but they're not willing to admit that you're getting some type of gratification from that you need, and so you'll never reach your maximum potential because you like the feeling of being like a savior or a hero for the you weren't created to be a hero.
Right.
And a lot of us do that a lot, and so it's safe. It's like, well, I know that they're going to need me, so what'll happen if I go out in the world and people don't need me? And you're missing out on the opportunity of like, what if people don't want to be in a relationship where they need you? They're just in a relationship because they want to be there.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me see. Ooh, it's a lot, dog. Okay. She says failure feels familiar to some.
Sure does.
Ooh.
I can tell you, as someone who is not afraid to be that way, people try to attack me all the time. Not when you are fine. Y'all get all kinds of people coming at you. Marcella, because authenticity challenges complacency, and people don't like that. I love that.
That's good.
Let's go knowledge. And I will say this: like, we don't spend enough time really getting out of that safe zone because a lot of people make so many excuses. And they talk about, like, some people talk about they got fear of failure, but it's really not. It's fear of success. And fear of success is a real thing where you actually self-sabotage because failure gives you comfort. So you sabotage things so your life can be back where it was because you know how to deal with disappointment and rejection and failure better than you know how to deal with success. Because if you want to be honest, success is really connected to faith because you like, okay, when something bad gonna happen, and when good things keep to you, we say things like, "This is too good to be true." Or I know something gonna happen soon. Like, no, it ain't. Good things are and the good people.
Right. People that are there in love with chaos. They can't operate without chaos. So it gotta happen in their mind at some point. And I think people get attention from that. A lot of times people that have disappointment or have so much disruption in their lives that it gives them attention to where if they get healed from it or the success happens, people are not going to pay them no attention. So they don't even want that.
And I've said on the other side too, people who are in a place of peace or people who aren't in a good place, they sometimes feel like they're missing out on something because they don't have the chaos. So they'll sit there and say they want this type of life. And then when they start to get it, they start to create their own drama because they feel like they're missing something in their lives. I have seen people that really have a great setup and they'll tell you like, I don't know why, but because it seemed appealing because they felt like they were missing out on that. And there's certain trauma and certain issues I don't want to relate to. But you got some people that feel like they want to miss out on that, like they're missing out on it. Marcella said, be wise. People are too busy looking at others and can't focus on self. Wondering why they have what they have, who they have, etc. But those people are too focused on what others are doing. Have y'all ever been the people you're talking about?
Oh, that's good.
I done been a scared person. Yeah, I done been a scared person and too scared to take risk and taking calculated moves. I said that kind of in the beginning, but I've definitely been that person. But I never was a jealous person or I envied what somebody else had. Like I was having a conversation with a friend in a DM. It was a young lady, and she was like, "Don't call yourself fat." I'm like, why? I'm fat.
Right.
Like, fat is an ugly word. It's a word that people call, people to hurt people. And I'm like, I've never looked at fat that way. I just looked at it for what it was. I'm a fat person. And she was like, but you're very attractive. I didn't say I was ugly.
That's what
two different things.
You're talking about yourself, and you're like, but you're not ugly. Who said that?
Right.
But to answer Marcel's question, I too have been at some points in my life too scared to take certain risks. I have been that person before. And I've also been someone, who before, because of things that I went through and because of how I viewed myself, got more satisfaction from helping other people than really, stepping up and helping myself. I got external validation from feeling like I was helping people. So I have been, to answer the question, Marcella, I've been some of those people at some points in my life. I think a lot of people have, and that's why they can speak to those things so accurately. They may not admit it, but I think that's definitely, the truth.
I definitely have been a person that have been scared. And I think it's because of not only my perspective, but my experiences growing up. I grew up in a small town. So there really wasn't a lot to take a risk on, really. But I did in growing up because my dad was a preacher's kid. Was a preacher, and I was a preacher's kid. So I spent my whole life taking risks, trying to tell people that, he's the preacher, I'm the kid, give me a life per se. But as I got older, it made me a little bit nervous until I got around more people. And I remember a guy told me, he said, to mitigate risk, it comes with knowledge. And he said, if we drive on a road 100 miles an hour, that's the high risk for us. And we probably will get a ticket. He said, but if Dale Earnhardt, which is a race car drive 100 miles an hour, it's not a risk at all because he has the knowledge and he knows what to do when he's driving 100 miles an hour. So that kind of helped me with taking risk a lot.
We got some comments coming in. Let's go to them. Kevin said we have to break the play it safe cycle. I agree.
Yeah,
Christina
definitely.
said K. I don't know if she's saying
Yeah,
K too.
me neither.
And Jessica said right. I don't know if she's saying right too. Sorry. Marcella said it's easy to judge others, diagnose others, evaluate others, and not look inward because that's where the change starts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tara also said, I believe this statement is subjective. Time in the harbor is necessary.
Ooh.
Get the right people, exit the wrong people, refuel supplies needed for a successful voyage, check the weather, you get it, then launch. Ships don't just drift.
All of that. Okay, big
That's
sis.
good. Yeah.
And Jessica Brown said, moving to Vegas was the best thing I could have done to get over playing safe.
I believe that.
Right.
Moving to a new place, especially where you don't know very many people, that will get you motivated like really, really quickly. Like that's one thing I can say about being a military kid. Having to change, I adapted to it pretty well. But having to change environments every couple years, you just pick up certain things and carry those things with you forever, in my opinion. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all ready to go to the next quote?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that quote.
Yeah. That was like an all-time great there.
That was.
Joy is prayer. Joy is strength. Joy is love. Joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. Mother Teresa.
Sheesh.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, it really
that really is.
All I can say about that is I think joy is when you experience joy, regardless of what she attach it to, I think the most important thing is the fact that if joy is all of those things, joy is the net that also catches souls, because you said joy is the net of love. But when you see somebody happy, when you see somebody that's in a true joyful state, like when you see them all the time and they're just a joyous character to be around, that thing is addictive.
Yeah.
You know, a prime example, like Tara creates the woosah moments, and now everybody trying to woosah around the world.
Yep.
You know, and they want to come visit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when you find things that bring you joy, people tend to gravitate to those things. And so I'm thinking that, you know, not knowing the point in which she was saying it, it just sounded like she was saying whatever brings you joy, it is that in that moment. Like joy could be preparing your favorite meal. You know what I'm saying? Joy could be whatever it is that gets you through. But at the end of the day, because what that joy does for you, it creates a net that welcomes other people into that joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I think all I heard in that was foundation for flourishing. That's what joy essentially is. That once you get that joy as a foundation for, you know, life, everything else can build upon it, and it attracts other people.
Yeah.
Like that's complex though, man. That's crazy.
Look, now I'm trying to see who that other person is. Somebody who commented who said, that's inner peace.
Oh, that's Coach Billy C. That's who that is.
Oh, that's Coach.
Yep. Hey, Coach Billy C. You gotta go to Love's Apparel page and go in the live.
You probably in one of the groups commenting. Got it.
You gotta tap in with us from the Love's Apparel page.
Jessica said, a wholesome tongue twister. My brain just had a traction.
Yeah. Nah, what both of y'all said was definitely true, and definitely I can definitely say that joy is definitely contagious, because I think about when I used to have, you know, functions at my house like before COVID and stuff, and I think about the stuff that, you know, we've been in the space of being safe spaces for a while now, and I think about the stuff that people, you know, the information that I used to take in, or that I take in from people. And man, some of those folks would come to my house, you know, for the function, and they could be just having like a bad time or whatever. But the atmosphere that I fostered, that I created when I was having the functions at my house, man, people just, you know, that stuff, it seemed like it was lifted, at least for a time, once they came into that zone. And I remember just having so much fun doing those things and being around people and really just, you know, just fellowshipping. And it is contagious. And if especially people are open to it and they want to feel better, man, it's like it catches on so fast. And I have personally been to the Woosah Garden that Big Sis Tara has created, and I wasn't having the best day when I got there, but man, when I tell you, when I left, I felt so relieved and I felt so much I felt so peaceful inside. It felt like my internal equilibrium had reset and I was there. And she really has something with that, and that's something that is not able to be replicated. That is Tara Henry's creation. That's her brainchild. And that thing right there, that Woosah Garden, those Woosah moments, those things are authentically her, but they are contagious because as soon as she started doing it, and I went to the garden, man, I try to have a Woosah moment every day. You know, I'm planning my next visit back to the Woosah Garden.
Look, Coach still coming on to my, hey y'all, we still can't see you, Coach.
No.
Tara said, I love that others feel the joy of the Woosah.
Mm-hmm.
Phone boothing is a joyful activity.
That's another one.
I hear being lights.
Yep.
And then Lenora said, great evening. I'm a little late.
Hey,
it's
Lenora.
all right. You on time for something. She just said something. She said, internally equilibrium reset. You better talk, Cordell.
Yeah.
I would say this too, though. The other part about joy that people don't realize, joy is a companion that you don't mind being alone with. And,
that, bro.
And people sometimes will, and here's the other part. People will, being 100% real and authentic, people will try to find the source of your joy when they don't have it. Mm-hmm. And they will try to demonize your joy.
Yep.
But it's something about your joy that won't let them even prevail. Mm-hmm. Like, I remember when I started phone boothing, you know, some people thought I was doing it for marketing. I was like, I'm not. I literally was in a bad place. I was in a depressed state. Mm-hmm. And I heard a colleague's house phone. And I'm talking about a 1980s house phone. I ain't heard a house phone ring in so long. Mm-hmm. It just took me somewhere. And before you know it, I was sitting there looking like, I want to get me a house phone. Mm-hmm. And from there, I was like, I wonder if there's any pay phones. And before you knew it, people was phone boothing. And there's a phone booth I just found out that's in another town that I'm going to go check out too. But it became something, and people will try to knock whatever it is. It's just like with Love is a Parable. Every season, there is always this random person that'll come in here and say, well, I don't believe love is all of this. Mm-hmm. Nobody asked you what you believe. This is my whole organization. We said it's not for everybody. Go start your organization, and you can call it anti-Love is a Parable for all I care. But the problem is that, like, don't be trying to come in my space and mess up. And then they get mad because here's the thing. Joy restrains you from being angry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now that you're in a peaceful state and you say, I don't care what you think, they feel like you being funny. And it's like, no, I didn't invite your words into my space. Yep. I didn't invite your opinion. I didn't even ask for this opinion of yours. See, my joy is telling you I don't care in a nice way. And you process that as me being passive aggressive when I'm really just trying to tell you that I don't care what you think. Yep. And a lot of people can't process that because joy, that thing will restrain your tongue and allow you to say things totally different. And people still process it as being petty. You like, you know what? I wasn't even being petty in that moment. I really just want you to shut up.
I was just saying how I feel.
Oh, Jessica Brown said, I want to go to come on down to Raleigh. Well, you got to send an invitation because it's a whole process you got to go through.
Yeah, it's a private place, but it's a very peaceful and very invigorating place.
You can't be just woosawing casually over there. You got to get our chief, Tara Henry.
Oh, woosawing all willy-nilly.
Oh, Danny, you need to get with my cousins, the Webbs, but my cousin Nikki, she's a female DJ out in Dayton, Ohio, doing her thing. So,
hey, Nikki.
You need to check her out because she's pretty dope. Coach said, joy exists no matter what. It isn't dependent on emotion, time, or space. It is a connection to the divine in you, in me, in use. It's wonderful. I just feel like she preached that thing and ran out of the room.
You know? Yeah.
That's good.
Yes, joy is the best as a solo achievement. It happens to multiply without assistance. Yes.
You know, I thought about the baby's kids thing.
We don't die, we multiply.
Baby's kids.
She's about, I have a house phone and an answer machine.
Man, Danny, if you haven't seen those, like, I call it a campaign, but if you haven't seen that house phone campaign that Jay had going on, we had that video with the black and white, and he was like, this is how I'm going to answer my house phone. Hello?
It is.
Hello?
Back in the day, it was like that. Hello? You couldn't say just like, hello. No, it's like, hello.
Right.
I watched that video 20,000 times, bro. Man, he had people going on Amazon linking pictures. Hey, I found this phone book or this house phone. I found this house phone.
What?
Oh, if you got a phone book, I want to see it. If I'm in the white pages, you can't tell me that. I'm highlighting my name. White pages. You look.
What?
Hello. My cousin said she got a house phone and an answer machine.
Man.
If you ain't playing music and talking slow to it, I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Right.
Look, my go-to voicemail was Sade. Because it gave you enough time in that intro, and you got to let a little bit of play right before you hit that.
Right.
Yeah. It's a whole your answering machine whole voicemail thing is a whole production.
Yeah, because you got to get to character. You be like,
yup.
Hey, what's up? This is Jay.
I'm out doing some. I missed your call, but I really want to get back with you. So
you got to give them instructions.
Yep. So just leave your name, number, a little detailed message, but not too long. I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I get this. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon.
No, you gonna say as soon as I get this. You be like, and I'll get back to you. You gotta say.
No, I said as soon as I get a chance to.
You said right back.
Oh yeah.
No, it ain't no right back. You gotta let them wait. Even when you at home, you send them the voicemail so they can
hear production. You gotta hear it.
When you had the answer, you just like head over there like it was a. Oh my goodness, those were the days. Go, I'm gonna cut it out.
Hey Sherry.
Hey baby J mama. Jessica Brown said, I love this dialogue. Follow it, y'all now. Thanks for sharing. So, that first quote may or may not make it to Bible study.
Hey, that first quote, I think that's literally, we gotta nominate that quote for the all-time greatest quote.
Yeah, that definitely was.
That thing is heavy.
Yeah, facts.
My cousin got phone book.
Man, how am I not surprised? How am I not surprised?
Oh my goodness.
Phone books, but it's up there. I was like, see if my name in there and highlight that thing. My brother and I had the best answer machine messages. Most theatrical.
I can only imagine.
Right.
I can only imagine.
Right. The 80s and 90s terror version of this, man. I know this is random, but my joy is that I made homemade gravy today using my mama's recipe. I just wanted y'all to know. But you know what? No, speaking of that, because me and my wife made gravy differently. Mm-hmm. Like, and you can tell me because she's from the Low Country, they brown the flour first. Mm-hmm. And we didn't do it that way. You like had to fry some meat or something, mm-hmm. And you had to make it out that meat, that little meat stuff, and you put that flour in there.
Yep.
And so when she made it, like, what you doing putting that flour? So you got to brown the flour. Mm-hmm. And so it always had a meat to it.
Right. That's all way I've seen it made. So
how y'all make y'all gravies?
Brown, you got that flour. That flour.
You got to brown. You do brown the flour too. See,
brown the flour, yo.
I just don't feel like the Heavenly Father is a part of that mixture.
I gotta experience that and do a taste test.
Yeah, you gotta brown that flour. I mean, and I come from the deep country. Like we eat honey rolled cheese on it. So
you who?
You say what? You say
So we put cheese on our honey buns.
Oh.
The look on y'all faces. I'm sure they had that at the Last Supper for dessert.
Cheese on your honey buns.
like a sliced cheese, like
yeah, like cheese. Yep.
And then you heat it up in the microwave.
Yep. And you just watch the cheese just.
Ooh. Well, I can't do that any justice because I don't like cheese, so I can't do that any justice. That sounds disgusting to me. But
sorry to hear that.
You know what I'm saying?
I do cheese and that sounds disgusting to me. That's a demon.
Oh my goodness.
That's a demon.
I'm trying to because that's too contrasting.
See, look at that. Look at Sherry. Look at Sherry Dawson Wood. What she saying?
Yo, don't be trying to go to these comments because you want to talk about God living. Look, that's misery right there.
I don't want cheese on anything sweet.
But no, cheese can go on stuff like there are different types of cheeses I just can't imagine a piece of sandwich
on a honey
sliced cheese. You just throw on there, you just flap.
That's like
flap it on there. Flap.
Like putting cheese on a donut almost. That just
tell them, Miss Sherry. They don't know what they missing.
Okay,
that's
Michael
a new
Finkley
level.
What's up, Michael Finkley, man?
Hey, what's going on? Check his show out. He be having all the stars on there.
Okay.
His jank is awesome. Y'all follow his show too. Another dope brother. He from South Carolina too. You know Michael Finkley?
Mm-mm.
He just got an honorary doctorate from one of them places. Telling people where you got all your stuff from.
Oh, that's what's up.
But he's a young brother. He ain't 40 yet, and he got people on his show. He even had Thelma from Good Times on that show.
Man, you know, I gotta go on YouTube and follow that. I gotta go there and follow.
Check him out. Yeah.
I'm jealous of that. Look at Jay Dwayne looking like a schmedium. No, I'm looking schmine. I'm looking mighty fine.
he getting fine out here. Finer, I should say.
Cousin. See, this almost made me uncousin you.
Bye, gravy.
Why you buy gravy?
Interesting. I never heard that.
See, look, fry the meat first. See, there's deliverance in the kingdom. Fry that meat up.
Oh, they got a division in the sisterhood of the gravy.
It is fry that meat first.
Yes, Sherry. Yes.
Hook cheese. What?
You know what? That's postpartum memory loss. I'm gonna go with postpartum memory loss.
Mommy brain.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, cause he from the same neck of he from the shoulder of the woods. You from the neck, and he from that shoulder. With pound cake.
Sherry, what? Oh no. Oh, you know what? Sherry, good night. Go ahead. Exit left. We gotta block Sherry.
I'm telling y'all, man.
She talking about she ain't flying, but I don't know what she flying to.
I don't.
Yeah. We do know we missing cheese on a darn sweetbread.
Yeah.
Cheese on a sweetbread.
That's lovely, man.
What's hoop cheese?
Yeah, I learned all this new stuff that doesn't sound all that good today.
What's hoop cheese?
Yeah, like what? Hey, what's going on, Chanel?
Right. I don't even know how we get here, but I'm trying to get out of here.
Man.
Okay, you meant line. Deliverance in the kitchen scene. No, sir, y'all just ain't never.
If that's good stuff, I don't want it. I want all the bad stuff. See, there we go.
Even now, when the country rise up against you, now that man from the country, he telling you, now I did the cheese on the honey bun, but he ain't finna mess up no pound cake.
I wish I would put cheese on some pound cake, bro. No. No, you might as well just throw the whole pound cake away. Just throw it away. The
way I want to fight people when certain foods touch food on my plate to begin with, let some sticky cheese touch my honey bun.
Man,
don't touch my pound cake. I'll be mad as hell.
Cheese don't even smell good. No, I don't want that on nothing sweet. I just don't.
What?
Okay, that probably be the new scripture. And the Messiah flipped the table because they put cheese on pound cake.
All y'all get out. Flipped it with both hands too.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. And he kicked the door off the hinges. Okay. I can't do this no more.
Right.
She's like, you ain't from the country. No, that boy, Dr. Finger is from the country, and he was like, you done went too far. Hold on. Where we at?
Right there.
Ooh.
Oh no.
The cheese with the red skin.
That's what hook cheese is. I'm
Like
glad.
like the little cow,
The round cheese.
Which
And
one?
it comes in like a little.
Yeah.
It's like block cheese almost. Yeah.
Okay, that's what that is. I never heard it called hook cheese though.
But how it melt? Like how you melt that?
They put it in the microwave.
But the honey
In
bun,
the microwave.
don't
It's
something
so
get
good
hard?
though, man.
Something get hard because don't you cook the honey bun too long? It's already
Nah,
breaded.
you can't cook it too long. You don't cook it too long. Like 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds.
But you
It's
said
like
block cheese need time to figure out what it's gonna do.
But you don't want to cut like a ramp. You just want to cut a thin slice that covers the honey bun like gracefully.
This whole
And just
conversation.
let the glory of the Lord do His work.
I just got TSD, no P.
I have PTSD from this. Hold on, where we at?
Right, yeah. Nah, we got.
See, Kevin, I thought a man like you with shades on and an open collared shirt would be more civilized than to condone this foolishness. Hey, folks, this is why folks eat the donut cheeseburgers at the state fair. The fair provides all kinds of atrocities.
That's the right word.
That was the appropriate word for that. And you have never seen Jay flock to those type of things. I just don't understand why people would do that. And I thought I had more respect for Danny than this. I don't want to be in your photo shoots anymore because it might be cheese bunners over there.
Cheese buns.
I'm about to ask him, are you a cheese bunner? I need y'all to pick me up with these southern delicacies.
Ain't nothing but atrocities.
Well, if you won't go put you some cheese on a pound cake
and a honey bun,
right? It'll make you that. You ain't from the country. Hold on. See, look, everybody throwing up.
Oh, he had a double donut cheeseburger. Oh my goodness!
And they could be like, "How he got blocked from Love Is a Parable?" He gonna be the first person blocked from Love Is a Parable.
He gonna put his name on a face on a poster.
He gonna be on our website. If you see him, let me see. Y'all locked too tight. This is why y'all don't know.
I just got it. So
I don't know which backwoods you found that recipe from, but that is of the devil. Government cheese with a fancy name.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
Oh, look, they done made a lock fall out.
Hook cheese. That's exactly what it sounds like.
It come in plastic. You get it from the country store.
Oh yeah, it sounds just like that.
Why are we talking about this? You don't
I'm
melt
sorry,
it.
y'all.
You just eat it. That cheese be between your teeth. Ooh, that's just not a plastic complete wrap. Cheese covers in graceful.
Oh, this is.
We need a tutorial on this platform. To the kitchen, cheese, honey bun light.
Nah, keep that over there.
That is my cousin. We're family. You probably taught him this. This
is
the thing that taught you. You was minding your own business. He probably put it in your mouth to my heel.
It's good. Don't ask what it is. It's good. Just eat it.
And he had a whole touched by the angel moment. He was like, "Oh," and the heavens opened up.
Yep. Heavens opened up.
You don't have to explain it to them, Kevin. They eat squid.
I have. Yes. Yeah. You're
right.
What? It's really thin plastic. If deep fried Hostess cakes is an atrocity, then so be it. I won't stop looking until I get it.
Those are atrocities, but that donut cheeseburger,
deep fried Twinkies, Oreos, cheesecake are at our fair.
That's normal stuff.
No, it's not. Government cheese is expensive. It's like,
how do we get here?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I was
sorry, y'all.
GPS and somebody said turn right, and I don't know how.
Turn right, and we ended up here.
I grabbed the wheel from the back seat. I'm sorry.
It said recalculating, rerouting, and we just ended up here. We didn't get it right. We just ended up here.
I'm so mad about this cheese.
Yo,
oh goodness.
It's cheese on any kind of cake, unless even cheesecake don't have cheese on it. So why are you putting cheese on actual like cake? I'm just disturbed by this.
Cheesecake actually has cheese in it.
It has it in it, but it don't have it. You don't put a slice of cheese on cheesecake, and that's literally cheesecake.
This is all I would say. Many are called, few are chosen.
Because they got cream cheese frosting.
Not all cheesecakes got cream cheese frosting.
But I'm just saying that. Don't ever help me. If I ever get in trouble, don't you come and be like, I got a good alibi. Because I'm going to jail that day.
Yeah, funny.
I'm sorry. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Okay.
We just ended up in the woods, and not the backwoods.
Oh goodness. Okay.
We in the joy net. That's what we are.
Coach, talking about they renamed it. My husband knows what that cheese is. Y'all got old people's spirit and taste buds. Because it gives you sweet and salty.
I don't those two things
It
for
does.
me separate. I don't need sweet and salty. Okay, no. Sweet and sour maybe, but not sweet and salty. Okay.
You don't know nothing.
Well, you know what? I'll continue.
That's it,
nothing, Sherry. I'll continue not knowing nothing.
Coach said this is joy. You know what, Kevin? Don't get up with them.
Yeah. Can't drop me. We're gonna drop you, Sherry. You're gonna be the second person blocked from Love is a Parable. The only people in your household is gonna be allowed are Roderick and the baby. You're gonna be blocked.
Right. And don't be trying to get on Roderick's phone either.
You know.
And don't come to my house either and threaten me. And don't tell your mama either.
And don't message us.
Right, because we're gonna block you personally. Okay. Dog. Y'all done ate all our minutes talking about this darn stupid cheese.
Man, Danny Diesel started with cheese on honey buns. You know what? I should have.
How we went from Mother Teresa
to cheese on honey buns.
How we went from righteousness?
And you know, it's my fault because I asked.
It's all joy.
I asked you to repeat yourself. If I didn't ask you to repeat yourself, we would slid on past that.
Well, no, because he said that he just said that in that low country accent, a little bit of Gullah Creole, and was like, "What you say?" And he tried to say it real fast.
Yeah, cheese on honey bun. What?
It's all joy. We was talking about joy, so I figured I'd drop that in there, being that it was joyful. So that's all.
You will not gaslight our show. You will not. You will not gaslight the integrity of this show and the things that we have done to build up a show of integrity. Let's get Mother Teresa out because apparently anything that is remotely righteous will bring out the demons.
You know, fear is forward. No one is afraid of yesterday. Renata Adler, author, journalist, and film critic.
Ooh, hold on. Let me see. I'll just create different pages and then just. It was my fault. Y'all full of gas.
All that cheese and cake. I don't know. I don't think so.
Fear is forward. No one is afraid of yesterday.
That's very interesting because that literally is I think that's a very accurate statement. The second part. Well, actually both of them because they go to each other. My bad. That's accurate because have you ever heard someone say, "Man, I'm afraid of what happened yesterday, last year, last month"?
Yeah, I have.
That's good.
I have not.
You say I'm afraid of what happened yesterday? Yeah.
Okay. And I do. That's the concept of fear being forward is scary and no pun intended is scary, but also interesting at the same time because you know when people talk about a lot of times when people talk about fear, they are talking about the future, and sometimes they're talking about the present, but a lot of times they are talking about the future and sometimes the present. And so like that's an interesting thing. Does fear look backwards? Is fear, is it a hindsight kind of phenomenon? This poses more questions to me than it does as far as then eliciting, stuff.
Yeah.
How you made yourself
I guess he's
like that? You saw that?
Yeah.
How you did that? He
what happened?
And came back. You did a glitch. You moved to the future and came back.
Bro, I don't know.
But what you was about to say?
Yeah, I was about to just say what Cordell saying. Like, that it just poses more questions. That's I think what he's trying to say is because you can't change what happened yesterday. The only thing that you can be afraid of is tomorrow, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I get the fear is forward because, like, now that because of what you said, like what you said. See, that's what I'm saying. Don't ever be an alibi for me. But like something I could have did yesterday could make me afraid of what the potential outcome could be.
Got you.
Yeah.
So fear is forward, but then it's not really afraid. I may regret.
Yeah.
I may regret what I did yesterday, and I'm in fear of what it may do to impact my present and future.
But is he saying because you were brave about yesterday, the only thing you can fear is tomorrow? Like you stood up to yesterday, so you can't be afraid of it no more. I don't know. That's complex. That's a lot. That's
The whole thing. Fear is forward. Is such a I've never heard it put like that before. It's got me stuck. It's got me stuck, man.
It's kind of like honey bun and cheese. I'm so mad about that. I just keep saying that. I'm picturing it, and I'm like, I get mad all over again.
I'm thinking about the smell. Side note of just melted cheese.
That may smell good though,
bro.
Yeah, you don't give good cheese cooked on something smell good.
Yes, it does, and on something sweet. Oh my goodness!
Wow, bro.
It's like Jesus coming out from it. It's just
coming back and slapping you.
It's heavenly. He Will Smith in it. Okay.
He gonna come back and slap you and be like, "What is this cursed thing?" Hold on, let me see. Chanel said, "Fear of the unexpected. Yesterday has already happened. Nothing can be changed about yesterday."
Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah.
Y'all feel?
I'm just gonna do it.
I'm afraid of that.
I don't even want to smell it.
I'm afraid of what it will be and do. You know what though? You know what? Who knows? It might be how it's done. I just can't picture. Maybe if it was a different cheese.
Bro, you try.
I can't picture no sliced cheese. Well, you gotta try cheese first.
I mean, cheese. I don't like it.
But you don't know. You don't got a cheese palate because you don't like cheese because you ain't got a cheese palate. So you can try all the cheeses that are out there.
Right.
That's why I want you to try it and tell me how it is.
Because there's so many different cheeses. Like I'm thinking, like there's certain cheeses that you do pair with sweet stuff. I just in my mind, I can't picture, a Kraft American slice of cheese. You peeling that thing back and slapping it on a honey bun. I can't picture that.
Yeah,
it's pretty good though.
Just it melting in the microwave. That to me, I'm still stuck on that part.
Let me see. He said melted in the microwave. And then he said, I think it's the consequences of tomorrow on things that happened yesterday.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, he's redeeming himself. Fear is the consequences of yesterday that haven't happened, and history repeating itself. Okay.
Yeah.
See, PTSD says otherwise. I don't know which part, but I agree with Elijah on this. Yes, it does. And then Mike said, not that Velveeta mess. See? See, Michael knows.
Yeah. This episode took the most left turn. This took the most left turn ever. Biggest left turn ever. This is
Look, now it's time for Positive Brother shout out. And I don't even know who I want to shout out with this cheat. My mind, like the old folks say, I'm so discombobulated.
I know who we not shouting out. Danny. Not shouting out none of y'all.
Kevin. You will not get shout out of. Okay. Danny, this Positive Brother shout out. This is an opportunity to shout out those brothers who normally are not recognized. Look at this one. No, we're gonna talk about this on another show because this show has been derailed. We'll talk about fun to another day. Me. Oh, I'm not a brother. Okay, positive brother shout out. We're shouting out for those who are new to the show. This is an opportunity where we shout out those brothers who are making positive impact, who are normally not shouted out or recognized for the services that they do or the type of people that they are. Daddy, who you have?
So I would like to shout out Ty Will. He's the founder of Established Gent. I just want to shout him out for taking Established Gent to another level and actually like challenging us to think in a different way, more so chess, not checkers, and just doing more things in the community as far as networking goes and being established as a Black male in these day and times.
Okay. Brothers, thank y'all for what y'all doing.
Definitely. Shout out to them brothers.
Who you got?
Yeah, thank y'all, man.
Oh. No, I mean, I said I wasn't going to shout Diesel out, but no, I want to shout Diesel out, man, just because Diesel is doing, he's always on the go, always on the grind. He's got his hands in so many things, but the things that he does have his hands and he does them well.
Appreciate it, man.
Anybody can put their hands in a bunch of pots. But when you can put your hands in them pots and make it and really cook something up, that's a whole different type of skill set. So I want to shout you out, bro, and also that inviting us to the brunch and paying for our ticket and stuff like that.
Coming to that thing with cheese.
You are coming. Let's go. Come on, man.
It's a whole appetizer. Cheese and honey buns cutting for us.
Appetite ruined. Hey, mine is me.
With toothpicks in them. These are hors d'oeuvres.
No, definitely shout out Diesel, man. And in the spirit of really just
hold on, Sherry's messing your shout out. She said you don't need it because she want to shout out Daddy Diesel for being who made the most sense on the show.
What?
Let's go. Thank you, Sherry.
She talking about she'll go.
She ain't coming.
She ain't leaving, baby.
You know what I'm about to say? She got a whole newborn. But no, man, I really want to shout out to brothers, man, who are not fearful of really just talking about the things that they're going through, man. As brothers, we clam up and we hold on to stuff that we're going through so often to try to act like we're holding together, or so that no one will see that we are really just going through it. And so I appreciate brothers that really just, whether it's in a confined space or just out in the open with just in public, I'll say, that is such a powerful thing to really just let people know that, hey, I'm going through this, I'm making it. And I don't necessarily want you to, I don't want your feedback or even your help, but I'm just getting this out there that I'm going through this. There's so much power in that. And I think that so many brothers rob themselves of that power and just really of that vulnerability because they don't want to do that. And it's so freeing to just be like, man, I got this going on, whether in my relationship or with my family or with my job or with just in general or whatever. I want to shout out the brothers who are not afraid to do that, man, because that right there is something that the community needs also. More brothers need to see that there's nothing wrong with telling people that you're going through it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's everybody goes through it. And even the strongest person in the world, goes through stuff. It's something that no one can avoid. So I want to shout out to those brothers, man, because all y'all are positive brothers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout out all the brothers who don't eat cheese on honey buns. But no. Danny, I knew we would have a great time when you came. But I never thought in a billion years we'd be talking about cheese on honey buns, though. I didn't know that would be the highlight of the show.
Right, talking about Mother Teresa at the same time.
Can you imagine that on TikTok? But Danny, I appreciate your spirit. I appreciate who you are, man. And I do hope that everything that happens in your life is blessed. I hope that you continue to plant those positive seeds, and I hope that you yield your just reward. And I hope that it's a harvest that is plentiful and that is overwhelming. And I hope that you receive that blessing that, you didn't even realize, that you had. And I hope that it's not it's not room enough to receive it. I hope it just drowns you in your next thing. I love the fact that you're doing photography, and I love the fact that everything that you touch is about togetherness in one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
I most importantly love how you address how people want to discount your services.
Mm-hmm.
So I love your integrity. I love your standards. So just continue to do that. Continue to know that people are watching you, supporting you, and all of those great things.
Yep.
Kevin, thank you for being on the show, regardless of your disgusting habits that you passed on to Danny and the disruption you did cause in the comment section. But other than that, thank you. To all the brothers that are connected to Brother Empowerment, especially the new intro. I definitely want to highlight those brothers because, guys, we're shifting to be more in line with our mission and vision to provide value-based education, insight, reflective storytelling, and promote personal acceptance. And that's what this is about. It's like your stories is what make us motivated to do things. And we want you to continue to tell those stories, but we also want those to be stories that we can always think about. Guys, continue to support Visit Loves of Parable because we done changed some things around. So you can visit lovesofparable.com to learn more about us. We streamline some things. And if you feel propelled to, what is that the word I'm looking for? Propelled? Yeah. To give, go ahead and give. But I would like to just highlight not only Danny, highlight you for wearing blue. He got black, I'm sorry. But no, for just helping so much with all of this, man. This has been another transition that it's been you and I just sitting there doing a lot of great things. Compelled. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. See, that's why she's running for office right there. Yeah. Thank you. I was like, that still doesn't feel right. Compelled, right? Compelled to do so. But all those brothers, continue to tell your story. Continue to know that there are people that are watching, that are there for you, that are supporting you. But also, more importantly, we need your air. We need your breath. We need your words. And you don't know how much that breathed life into other people's dead situations or somebody who was going through something. So, brothers, we definitely need you. My cousin Nikki and Jay, they have been a blessing. They my 23andMe cousins, Danny. We found each other on 23andMe, and it's like they've been in my life forever, man. And I love my cousin. Like, we laugh, they support, they're just amazing people. Jay and Nikki, thank you for constantly being there. So like we tell everybody, man, I'm mad this show is over. This was so fun.
It was for real.
Everybody, if you feel that nobody in this world cares about you, loves you, or appreciate you, you just met 3 brothers that do. I want to encourage you to connect with Danny Diesel. He's got his information there and the different services he's provided. If you're new to Love is a Parable, welcome. Thank you. We love you. We'll be back next week. Danny, stay on. Everybody else, good night.
A brother is someone that you can trust. A brother can sometimes be just a warming embrace, someone that you can depend on, and someone that has loyalty and that you show